Good morning, Year Nines. I thought I'd just give you a quick rundown of what actually is going on through this cat. So you're not a bit lost today, because I know some people aren't going to read this, so if you listen to the video, you'll at least have some idea of what's going on. Basically, you are creating a series or one large TikTok video. I recommend you make a series. They should last, it says a minimum of 1 to 3 minutes, but if you've only done 1 minute, it's probably going to be pretty hard for you to pass, so you should be taking at least 1.5 to 2 minutes should be the minimum. Similar to our invasion or modified sports assessment. You can be in a group of 2 or individually. I really recommend you work in a pair. Do not work individually, but it is up to you. You are in charge of your own learning. So I'll let you have that decision, but I really recommend you work in a group of 2. There are 3 topics to pick from. You've got resources, choices, and relationships. It's a bit of an explanation here. I'm not going to read all of them. That's up for you to do with your partner to decide. You're going to fill in who your partner is, what your topic is, and then you've got a brainstorm learning canvas. So this should be what you're working on today with Mr. Alexis, and a little bit as well next week. Sorry, I didn't mention you've got 3 lessons on this, so it should be today's lesson, next week's lesson is brainstorming, as well as next week's lesson you start to film. The final lesson is finishing off filming if you haven't finished, and then editing as well, and then submitting it. So there's 6 little squares here for you to help, I guess, create dot points and stuff, information. For those that don't know, you just go to the right-hand side here. I've clicked here, as you can see below the TikTok. I start writing. I can then drag the... Oh, my mouse is playing up. If I zoom in closer, it's going to be a lot easier, isn't it, Mr. Oh, that's really silly. Okay, it's not my... Okay, ignore me, but then you can drag it across. You guys know what to do. And then at the end, these are the questions that you need to do. If I'm being honest, you're probably better off doing that with the brainstorm. When you've done the brainstorm, just do this at the same time. This needs to be done individually, so you can't do this as a pair. You need to do this individually. It does not count if one person does it, one person doesn't do it. If you don't do it, you don't get marked on it. So you make sure you need to do that as well. There is an extension task here if you would like to. I really recommend it. There's a high quality video example here if you want to click it. I've sent it out to you guys so you can go through it. But I've got some examples from last year that I can show you that were really good. But I can't show you today because I'm not there. So we'll show it to you next time I'm with you guys. And there's the rubric as well. I've said this before and I'll say it again. Everyone in this class really should be getting highly developed. I don't think this task is like overly intensive where it requires lots of unique knowledge. All the information's on the internet. You just need to learn how to use it. And if you're using ChatGPT, you're probably only going to get here because the information that ChatGPT gets isn't that great. It could be a good like brainstorming starting point, but in terms of like reliable information, it's not going to be there. You're going to be down here in developing. So make sure you're not using AI. That includes Gemini. Gemini is AI, okay? So make sure we're not using any of those things. But pretty much today, sorry, my laptop's a bit slow. You're working on this brainstorm here with your partner and maybe even starting this depending how far along you get. Anyway, have fun, be productive today. If you have any questions, send me a message on Teams and I will help you out.